What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Soundgarden. Yes, indeed, Soundgarden Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Ben Guevara, and Ben wanted to see me react to this song by Soundgarden called Head Down.
Bow down, stupid!
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, yeah, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Soundgarden, okay? And the video has 165,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Head Down. That's all I got. Got some artwork here. I believe we're in the right place. It does say Soundgarden. Look, this is the link that Ben gave me, all right? So if we're not in the right place, don't blame me, blame Ben, okay? All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this!
They are all over the place with their time signature changes. Started out with 7878 4444, 7878 4444, and they did that for like the first 20 seconds of the song for the intro. And now didn't quite catch it. 7968. 7898 68 4488, whatever. Seven and 9, that's 16. 6 and 8, that's 14. So yeah, it's okay. So it's the same number of eighth notes as 78788888. It's just broken up differently. This is one of those songs where I'm really gonna kind of question Soundgarden and go, why do that? You know, I understand. Look, the intro, 78788888. Okay, fine, sure, we'll roll with that. But now you're gonna take the exact same number of eighth notes, and you're gonna twist them around into some other mutation, and it's just like, what did that accomplish? What was the point of that? Other than to create confusion and to, I hate to say it, but to ruin a groove. What was the point? What was the point? Just to show off that you could do it? Look, we know you guys are capable of doing it. You guys have done songs in odd time signatures before. You guys have played around with time signature before, and you've made it work, and it sounded good, and it established a groove, and it made the groove work. This, I hate to say it, no, it's not establishing a groove. It took the groove that you already established and train wrecked it into something completely different. So now we have to learn a new groove, and we have to get used to getting into a new groove. And it's one thing to write a song in odd time signatures. That's one thing. But to take odd time signatures and make them work against each other, I'm sorry, I don't think that's good songwriting. I think that's pretty poor songwriting, if I'm being honest. Not their finest work so far. Anyway, let's keep going here. Maybe it'll get better. That's what I'm talking about. It just... Okay, it's right here. All right, so at the beginning, it was 78788888. Okay? For a grand total of 30. 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8. We're going to get the same 30, but it's... Count along with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the same 30. It's the same 30, but now they've taken was 78788888 and they've mutated it into this. Where now we're throwing a 9 in there, and now we're throwing a 6 in there. I don't know. There's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, we totally feel the groove. We totally see the groove. Yeah, but now compare it to the groove we had at the beginning of the song. Does it make sense? Comparatively to the groove we had at the beginning of the song, where we was 78788888. The same 30, but we and the thing is, we could have done that. We could have done 78788888. We would have had the exact same number of 8 notes, would have been the exact same amount of time filled, but just completely different groove now. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too critical, but I expect cleaner songwriting from them. I do. I expect cleaner songwriting from them when it comes to playing with odd time signatures. I've seen other songs from them where they've done it. So I expect that from them. I expect that level of intelligence and that level of thought And that level, more importantly, that level of forethought of, we need to see what's going to happen here. Listen, we can see the potential train wreck if we do this. So maybe we shouldn't do it. You know, you would think the forethought would be there. Preventative measures should have been put in place. I don't know, man. I don't know about this song. Switching up groove, seriously, like every 15 seconds. This has got to be one of the worst Soundgarden songs I've ever heard. I've heard some great songs from them. Great songs. Songs that I put up in the 8s. As a matter of fact, I think there have even been, if I'm not mistaken, there's been a couple of Soundgarden songs I think I put up in the 9s. This is not going to be one of them. This is rough. This is rough. Look, congratulations, kudos to them for being able to take weird and odd time signatures and slap them together for the sake of slapping them together and calling it complex. Hey, congratulations, you did it. You figured out 4 different ways to count to 30. Congratulations. You know, good for you. But at the same time, I'm sorry. This is some piss poor songwriting. Piss poor. It just makes no sense. None. There's no pattern. There's no established pattern. It's literally freeform. Let's take this pattern. Let's take 78788888. We're going to do that at the beginning. Okay, now we're going to take that same 38th note feel and we're going to switch it. So now we're going to do 78986888. Now, hold on, we're not done yet. Now we're going to go 8888. Actually, no, it wasn't even a 30. Now that I think about it, it wasn't even 30. It was 34. 888888. No, not 34 and 35. 88, 88, 88, 11, 8. 88, 88, 88, 11, 8. And they did that like 8 times for 35 eighth notes. And and now we're going into now we go into a straight 3/4 section. 3/4. So 6/8, same thing. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. And for no reason, rhyme or reason whatsoever, we're gonna go back to the 7, 9, 6, 8 again. I know there are going to be Soundgarden fans who are going to be pissed at this review, and I'm sorry if I piss you off, man, but at the same time, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that I have to sit here and listen to this crap, this garbage, this terrible song. So you can be mad at me all you want. Believe me when I say this, I'm mad at the song. So, especially considering the fact that I've heard so many better songs from Soundgarden, so many more well thought out songs from Soundgarden, where they showed off that they could write an odd time signature, and they made it work, and it sounded great because it felt good. It made sense. It flowed. This does not flow at all. I can't wait for this song to be over. My God. Going back to the 88811 again. It was 88810. I was right. It was 34, not 35. Thank God it's over. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know if it's the worst song I've heard from Soundgarden, but it's definitely down there. It is. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah. I am never going to listen to this song ever again. Not if I can help it. I'm going to avoid this song like the plague. Anyway. All right. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm going to try and think of something positive about this song. Honestly, I don't see any, but I'm going to look and try to keep the score up as high as I can. But folks, if you're expecting a 9 or an 8 for this, haha, boy, I am sorry to tell you, but you're going to be very sadly disappointed. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Soundgarden with Head Down. This was a request from Ben Guevara. You know, when I saw I was doing a Soundgarden reaction today, I had such a feeling of hope in the pit of my stomach. I was feeling good. I was looking forward to it. I was like, all right, I get to react to another Soundgarden song. That's awesome. I've been on a great run with them for a number of years. I've only had like one or two songs that I wasn't a fan of, but for the most part, all their songs have been really good or great, or, you know, I think a couple of you did get up into the 9s, and I'm looking forward to see where this goes. Within the first minute, I instantly had a change of heart. I instantly had a change in my feeling about this and how I felt about doing this reaction. And I'm sorry to say, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse as the song droned on. Yeah, this was bad. This was bad. Let's get to the score, shall we? Let's start off there, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know if this is the lowest score I've ever given Soundgarden, but it probably is. And honestly, it deserves it. I'm gonna give that a 3.1. Yeah, 3.1. Look, I don't take any pleasure in giving out low scores. But when the song deserves a low score, I'm gonna hand it out. And I absolutely believe this is the score that this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
First things first, 3.1. What does that stand for? What does that mean? Well, a 3.1 is a pretty bad scale rating. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It also would equate out to 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. So there you go, 3.1, pretty bad scale, 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. Now, how did I come to this score? Oh, brother. So glad you asked. I've always been supportive of bands who like to play around with odd time signature, as long as they understand how odd time signatures work, and they understand, more important than playing around with the time signature, it's far more important that you have an established solid groove. Okay? Now, this is something in the past that Soundgarden has demonstrated, and demonstrated very well. There have been a number of songs with Soundgarden that have been in odd time signatures, and they find a way to make the odd time signature groove. And they have found ways to make the odd time signatures feel solid and feel good and feel smooth. And I've always complimented Soundgarden for doing it. And I've had no issue with them doing it, because every time they've done it in the past every time they've done it in the past, it has sounded nice. It has sounded good. It has felt good. You get groove to it without any problems at all. This is not the case here. It is not. I heard the beginning when they did 7/8/7/8 8/8/8/8, and I thought to myself, okay, that could work. That could groove. Let's see where they go with this. Well, I'll tell you where they went with it. They went from 7/8/7/8 8/8/8/8, and they went to 7/8/9/8 6/8/8/8. Now, here's the funny thing: if you whip out your calculators and you need to do some quick math, you add those up, they both equal 30. Okay? 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8, that's 30. 7 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8, that is also 30. So, my question there is, why? How did that help the song? How did that help the song grow? How did the song mature? How did you maintain the groove that you established with the 7/8? 7/8, 8/8, 8/8. Simple answer, you don't. You don't. You take that groove that you established for the last 30 seconds and you kick it out the window for this new groove. Okay. All right, fine. Let's take the approach of the 78788888 is the intro. Okay, fine. It's the intro. Should the intro line up with the main body of the song? It should, but it doesn't always have to. I've seen a number of songs where the intro has been a little bit different from the main groove of the main body of the song. Okay, fine. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. No problem. Okay, moving on to 3/4. A straight 3/4 pattern. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. And they did that twice. And then, so let's do some math. That would be 6, right? 6, 6, 6, 6. That's 24. That's not even 30 anymore. Now we're doing 24. And we're doing 24 again. And now what are we in? 8? 8? Okay, now here's where things got confusing. I thought it was 8, 8, 8, 10. No, it was actually 8, 8, 9, 9. I mean, it's still the same thing. It equals out to 18, but it's instead of 8 and 10, it's 9 and 9. So now we have 8, 8, 9, 9. 8, 8, 9, 9. 34. So we went from 30 and 30 to 24 to 34. Now I would like somebody to explain to me how you can have a solid groove going when you're switching between 30, 24, and 34. Explain to me, please, how you could have a solid, congruent, non-stop groove utilizing those 3 different eighth note counts. You can't. You cannot explain it. You could bust out every scientific calculator in the world. You could contact NASA. You could confer with them, and they're going to tell you exactly what I'm going to tell you. It can't be done. It is impossible. So, this made no sense whatsoever. This song had no polished, established groove from start to finish. It constantly kept changing groove. And none of it really made any sense. I saw no reason, no benefit from switching from, first of all, 7788 to 7968. I saw no benefit from switching from, 7968 to 648686868, and then transferring from that to 8899. And I don't see the purpose, other than the fact that they were trying to be as fancy as possible. I have said this time and time again to bands who play around with time signature. Go ahead and play with it. Go ahead and experiment with it. But first and foremost, groove must be there. And it was not here in this song. On top of that, forget the feel of the song. Let's take the feel and the groove and the time signatures and let's throw them all out the window and let's talk about instrumentation, okay? Guitar playing. It was okay, I guess. It was, I guess, maybe the guitar player was trying to play along and make what he was playing fit within the scope of what was happening within the groove. It's possible, but man, the guitar playing was lackluster at best. Bass playing, unimaginative. Completely unimaginative. It was roots and octaves pretty much the entire time. Root, slide up to the octave, root, slide up to the octave, root, slide up to the octave, root, slide up to the octave. Yeah, good for you. Guess what? We're going to do it again, aren't we? You better believe we're going to do it again. Heaven forbid you throw a 5 in there, or heaven forbid you throw a 3 in there. That would have been interesting. Or a 7. Maybe instead of sliding up to the octave, maybe slide up to the 7. That might have been different, but no. Octave play, octave play, octave play, octave play the whole time. How imaginative. Anyway, the only thing instrumental, and I'm going to be honest with you folks, the only reason we're in the 3s and we are not down in the 1s was the drumming. The drumming was nice. he was able to come up with some drum patterns that and some fill work that was able to work within the scope of the rapid time signature changes. He was able to make it work for the drumming standpoint, but the drumming did not set up, unfortunately, did not set up a very good feel. He came up with fills that fit, sure, you know, and the fill coming out like from the 8, 8, 9, 9 section, the fills that he would come up with for those last 9, he was always there for the downbeat of 1 on the next 8. So good for him. You know, he was able to come up with some great drum patterns and some great drum fills to fit within the scope of these rapid time signature changes. Good for him, but there was still no groove established. And I'm sorry, but I didn't dig it. Vocally, no. That was one of the low points. This was some of Chris Cornell's worst vocal work. Just very nasally, very breathy, and no power, no projection. Just dude, really? This is Chris Cornell, the guy who can belt it like no one's business, and he's doing this, singing through his nose. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm actually thinking about changing my score and making it lower, so I'm thinking about it, but before I do that, let's end this, before I do change my mind. So let's wrap this up. So we got a 3.1. Man, this was bad. This was the worst, seriously, this was the worst Soundgarden song I think I've heard on the channel. If I can ever avoid this song, if I can take whatever steps I have to take to avoid listening to this song again, I'm going to take them. Absolutely, because I have no desire to listen to this song ever again. Anyway, 3.1, pretty bad scale rating. Yeah, 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Yeah, I know Soundgarden fans are going to be pissed at me, but I'm also sure there are going to be some level-headed Soundgarden fans who are probably going to agree with me and go, yeah, this was one of their darkest days for sure. Anyway, final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make a difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.